Hey gang, it is Tom from Cashflow Experts. I got a very special guest for you today. Somebody who has not been on one of these programs for many, many a moon. So, who are you?
I'm James. I'm
James who?
James Kish. I'm his son, and I'm also a woodworker now.
Fantastic. Well, it is great to have you with us. And as you probably can tell, this is not going to be the normal run-of-the-mill thing that I do. Even though I still do have some show notes. We're going to keep this professional, keep it classy all the way. But we're here today to talk about some amazing. Let me get my glasses on. Talk about some amazing actual handcrafted artwork that people are very interested in and really have a great reaction to that is actually custom made by my son, the artist. How old are you, boy?
I am 17 now, and I'm going into my senior year of high school.
Fantastic. So your passion, as we're about to reveal, is to do any kind
Yep.
of all kinds of handcrafted, made from scratch wood art projects, and these obviously are charcuterie boards, cutting boards. A lot of you have seen these beautiful custom-made wood pens because I include his $79 pens that he sells on his own website as free promotional gift for a lot of those of you who've seen that you order my programs. I put that as a tip of the hat thank you to you. So wood of every variety, every kind, all very high end artistic. How in the world did you get started in this whole thing?
So through COVID and through everything of 2020 is about when I started. So going on about 5 years now. I was just sitting around the house doing nothing, dealing with seizures at the same time, and I came across a video on YouTube and I said, "Hey, I want to try that." So, thankfully, my parents supported me, he supported me, and I started very slowly, so some basic tools and everything, just turning pens is how I started everything.
Because that's
And
the easiest way to
because that's
begin.
the easiest thing.
Got
Took
it.
some classes and stuff, learned some things, and I said, "This is what I want to do with my life." I'm now going to school for construction, and it's just from what started is, "Oh, that looks cool. I want to try it," has spiraled into my career, my passion, and just what I love to do, and every single time I have.
Cool. So I still don't know that much about it. Obviously, I'm intimately familiar with it, but tell us, all of us watching this, tell us a little bit about what goes into this. This looks pretty complex. How is one of these made?
Yeah. So from the beginning, I order all of my wood online and I get all the wood shipped to me. So that's one of the things that I do is I go online, I do a lot of research, I find the figured
Because
wood.
this is not just run of the mill pine or
No,
things.
this is a lot of figured wood. I get like this is walnut that I got imported. And
That's a
so
burl you call it,
yep,
right?
that's a burl.
Okay.
And I get it shipped, and then what happens is I have to cut off all of the bark and everything, all the kind of natural inclusions from all the tree and everything from when it's milled. And from there, I put it in a mold. I pour the epoxy, which epoxy is part A, part B liquid, and then mix those together,
Now,
add some
now,
color.
now, yeah, I'm curious. How do you get the color to this? Because that, to me, that's the most fantastic part of what makes this pop. How do you get the color?
Yeah, so that's probably one of the hardest parts for me, I think, because I have a little trouble with color sometimes. But
He's
so
colorblind. This is a big
yeah,
shock to everybody who does.
so
He's colorblind.
So I'm always amazed by what comes out, but it's the epoxy is one clear, two clear, mix those together, hardener, and then the actual resin. Mix those together, and then what it is I have little bottles of pigment, which is like a powder, basically, like how paint gets its
Right, right,
color.
right,
You
right.
have your powder that you mix in, and then you mix all of it together, and it comes blue, black, red, pink, crimson. I have probably about 200 different colors of pigment that
Wow,
I
I didn't know
add to
that.
the mix and stir it around, mix it, use a drill to stir it up, pour it, and then from there, after I've poured it, I take it out of the mold, let it harden for maybe another day. Then, luckily, I go to my school shop and I plane it down using the giant industrial planers we have, sand it down using some of the big sanders we have. Then from there, take it back home to my garage and sand it to about 2000 grit, which, if you know or don't know, that's a very high,
Okay,
very long
so the
process.
background in this is this became in the start his hobby, his passion.
Yeah.
But you're going to actually go into a career, an industry in construction and woodworking, right?
Yeah, for sure. From all of this, I mean, I just love it. It's my whole life. It's my passion. It's what I do in every single second
So you're
I
so
do of
you're
my
a
life.
junior, finishing your junior year, starting your senior year, coming up soon. And a little bird told me that you actually landed your very first job doing what?
Yep, I landed one of my first jobs doing high-end cabinetry, which
Just as a starter, just as a beginning apprentice there.
yeah, which actually came to kind of fruition because somebody saw my charcuterie boards and they said, "Hey, I work at
Networking.
this luxury cabinet place. Would you seem interested?" And I said, "Yes, of course." And
Cool.
so from there,
So
these
so you
boards kind of got me my first job in
so
a
you
way.
know how to do framing, you know how to pour concrete, you know all the basic construction, but it's a little more interesting, a little more comfortable, a little more fun to be doing the artistic part of the finish work, the high end stuff,
Yeah,
right?
perfectly said. My favorite part of all of it is just the art of it. I get to put my own kind of soul and passion into what I do and
Your
everything like
touch,
that
your own touch.
in a way that you can't get in some of the other fields of
Cool.
this trade.
All right, fantastic. So that's a great interest and background. So this is what we want to do. Okay, this is why obviously I love my son, support him, wanted to bring him on here to give him an opportunity. What we want to do is have a special in-season offer, not only that supports my son, but also rewards you by giving you 3 things of incredible value all in one. So this is what I propose to do. For those of you interested, if you're not interested, obviously, that's perfectly fine and acceptable. But you can, if these pieces of classic art that obviously will be years and years of beautiful use in your home, if they're of interest to you, what we'll do is you can get one of the most beautiful handcrafted items I've ever seen. You go to his website and you pick pick whatever you want, obviously shipped to you wherever you're from. In addition to that piece of custom artwork that again is going to benefit your home use, I will provide you with free business funding resources as a huge bonus to benefit your business. So not only are you getting what you want for your own personal use in your home, cutting board, charcuterie board, but you're also getting the thing that obviously I specialize in, most known in for 22 years in the industry. And in addition to that, so you get the board of your choice, you get the cash business funding bonus, and as another tip of the hat, thank you, we can also get on the phone together privately, you and I, anytime that you want to talk about how my company's resources could benefit your business so that you can make a lot more money. So obviously my time is very limited, very valuable, but I find it is of great interest for the people who are our viewers, subscribers, customers, watchers, lurkers, whatever, to be able to get with me and talk specifics about your business. Get in depth. Personally, I love to ask people, what are your goals? What things do you think you can best use in our resources? So, as a bonus, this is what we're going to do. How you get to choose whatever cutting board, charcuterie board, or item that you want. You go to www.woodcrafterjames.com. That goes to his specific website, not mine. So again, you're supporting him. Go to woodcrafterjames.com, and as you're filling out or you make your choice, as you're filling out the order form, there will be a place for shipping notes, right? Just like any other shopping cart, okay? So in the shipping notes, to keep this clear, just make sure you make a little note that says, want Tom's $500 bonus. So you're getting the cutting board of your choice, and when you're completing the checkout process in the shipping notes, you just write, want Tom's $500 bonus, and you will get our largest $500,000 business credit provider that I use myself and have never released in any of our other programs that we regularly feature. That will be provided to you when you order one of these beautiful cutting boards for yourself. Oh, and by the way, they make great gifts. Pick that one up again because I think that's so cool. Obviously, they'll last forever. I think that they go up in value. I think they appreciate, not depreciate like normal household items. So you keep it for yourself, or something to give as a great and amazing gift to somebody that you love and care about. People flip over these. They love these things because no two are alike, are they?
No, exactly. You cannot get any one of these anywhere else. I don't even make two of the same kind. Every single one of them are unique. So when you do go and buy,
it's like you're from Mona Lisa.
You're saying, oh, I'm getting my own special unique charcuterie board that's never going to be produced ever again. So
cool.
They're all unique. They're made of the highest grade quality wood and everything, and put a lot of hard work and a lot of time into all of these pieces of art.
So I asked you earlier what your final thoughts on this were going to be when we ended the video, and I think you probably just said what your final thoughts are. So amazing. So again, those of you who want one of these, who want to support this great young man, this is to me, this is the most impressive thing. Obviously, he's my kid. I'll sing his praises all the time, but this is a guy I've never seen him ever play video games. That's not his thing. Doesn't do that. If he could 24/7, you'd find him in his garage, covered in sawdust, working on some kind of amazing project to do for himself. You do donations. You
Yeah.
go to children's charity events because that's something near and dear to your heart with what you've been through in your life. So it is a great work of art, a great thing to support, and it's something that's really fun to do, and it's going to benefit you. And we will give you, as our company does, a great bonus as a tip of the hat thank you, as I say. So simply go to www.woodcrafterjames.com. Type it in a browser window, woodcrafterjames.com, or in the show notes if you're watching this in a YouTube video format in that ecosystem. They make it in the description. We'll put the link in there so that you can take it there. And once you've gotten one of these or even just browsed it, obviously in the future you can get more information on some of the other cool custom. You even take specialty orders, don't you?
Yeah, I take custom orders too for if you want a specific color, if you like some of the designs I do and everything, we can send you a link to go
They sell
fill
out
out a
fast.
form and everything because they do sell out very fast, and again, no two are alike, so you have to jump on the opportunity while you can. But as well, you can custom order pens, bowls, charcuterie boards, whatever you want, whatever is
Gee
available.
whiz, you
I'll
must
order
listen to me
everything.
sometimes because I couldn't have said that better myself. That's pretty impressive. All right. Thank you again so much. Appreciate
you.
your time and your attention and look forward to talking to you all again soon. Ciao.